I'm Mel Hofmann, and I'm here in my art studio in Berkeley, California. And I wanted to share my new deck of medicine cards with you. They're the Sacred Journey medicine cards, and today I thought I would just share a little bit about the cards, about how they came to be, and then also do a little demo of how you might want to work with them. So basically, I have a box, and inside the box is a booklet. It's about 80 pages long. It is actually 80 pages long. And it includes an introduction, some testimonials, directions on how to use the cards, and then a message for each card, along with a little bio about me on the back. And then the cards themselves, there are 54 of them, and the imagery here on the back is the same on each card, and then on the other side, each card is different, like any deck of oracle cards or tarot cards. And what I thought I'd show you first of all is some of the artwork that I used to create the cards. I've done a process called visual journaling, and I discovered when I was doing the visual journaling that I really enjoyed doing the art more than I like doing the writing. So I have journals full of mostly images, but I've also done some writing as well in them. These are a couple of images that are actually used as backgrounds for the cards, along with this one and this one. And then I've combined these images with my photography, which I've been doing for about the last 10 years. Here's another example of a card. In this card, I used a photograph that I took in Yellowstone when I was on vacation there with my wife and our dog, along with some of my visual journaling work. So what I'd like to do now is just shuffle the cards, which is not actually something that I have a lot of talent in. So I'm just gonna kind of mix them up a little bit. And then spread them out here. And what I'd like to do, just find a message for my audience. See what would speak to you. So I'm just sensing into the cards. A good way to do this is just to have physical contact with them. And then I don't even need to open my eyes. I can just pick a card, although you're welcome to open your eyes as well if you do this. Okay, so I picked card number 29, which is called Metamorphosis. And this card features a photograph that I took at the University of California, Berkeley Botanical Garden. They have a really beautiful pool there that's called the Japanese pool, and every year in the I guess the late winter, early spring, the newts will come there to mate and to lay their eggs, and then to swim, and then once they are their lungs are fully developed, they go onto the land. So I'll read the message from this card. A lot of the messages actually came from the story of what was going on when I took the photograph, or it might be part of the story of something that I know about that particular creature or that particular being. Some of the cards feature mythological figures. There's a couple cards that actually have human images on them. There's some cards that feature plants, and in this case it's clearly wildlife. So, Metamorphosis, number 29. Call upon the spirits of the water and of the earth. While you do not live in the water like a fish, the salt water within you embodies your primal origins. The newt is a creature that lives in both water and on land. Hatched from eggs laid under the water attached to vegetation, it begins life swimming and breathing with gills like fish, but later grows lungs and moves onto the land. The magic of a life that exists in both of these realms is present for you within the elements of your own body. Tune into this capacity to exist in more than one nurturing layer of the world. You may be developing a new capacity to find safety and sustenance, or you may need encouragement now to look beyond your current environment. Scan your life for areas that may need to be altered. Newt is encouraging you to embrace the transformation. So what I would say about that particular message and that particular card, just given the circumstances right now, I don't know where you are, what's going on with you, but here in Berkeley we've been put on shelter in place, so we're basically staying home. We are allowed to go out, like to walk the dog or take a hike, but we need to keep our distance from other people. So it really is a big time of change and transformation. And if you think about it, in other times maybe we would go on a trip to the ocean and we would spend some time there, but now we can tune into what's going on within our own bodies and our own selves and experience that capacity as well. So I would really appreciate it if anybody has any feedback about this and what you would like to see in the future. If you're interested in finding out more about how the cards were developed, if you would like to see a longer reading, just give me any feedback that you might have. So thanks so much for joining me today.